up front here.
Sorry.
So you guys haven't been home for 2 weeks. And you came from, do you even have a house? Are you staying in a hotel? What's your deal?
Yeah, gosh, I've been on the road since, I guess, living out of the hotel since like August 22nd, I think. Since we were on the road in AA for a week, and then got called up AAA, 2 weeks on the road there, and then been living either in a hotel on the road here and a hotel in Texas. So no, I do not have a house. I don't even know where I'm going to live this off season, honestly. So we're just kind of rolling, going with the flow right now.
This journey, we ask you about it a lot, but now that you maybe had a little time to think about it, can you still believe where you were 5 weeks ago to where you are now?
Yeah, I mean, it's been awesome so far. It seems like forever ago, honestly. But no, I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been really fun so far, but it's not over with yet. You know, we're on a roll right now, so hopefully we can keep it going.
Before now, what's the longest you've ever stayed in a hotel, had hotel life, and does that present any difficulties?
So I guess when I first got drafted, the COVID year, we lived in the Arizona housing area, which I would consider like a hotel type thing in spring training, for gosh, like 8 weeks or something like that. So, you know, you can't really leave the area. You don't have a car out there, all the COVID restrictions and stuff. So no, we're kind of used to it, I guess.
So going from hitting 9th to 5th, did you make any adjustments at all? Do you see any difference in the role you're supposed to play like that, or do you still just approach it the same way no matter where you're hitting in the lineup?
Yeah, I try and approach it the same way no matter where I'm at. But honestly, you know, especially in the playoffs, you know, there's going to be a lot of situational hitting. You know, there might be more runners on base in the 5-hole, you know, when I'm hitting. So that just brings up, you know, some RBI opportunities, maybe some, you know, small ball might come about, you know, down the road, who knows? But just whatever the game calls for, you know, is kind of what going to be my approach for that bat.
Do you have a spot in the lineup? Do you prefer above any other?
I just like to be in the lineup, man. It doesn't matter to me.
You guys played in a couple of, you know, hostile environments in Seattle at the end of the regular season and then in Baltimore this last weekend. How exciting is it to just be back home in front of the home fans and, you know, hopefully have an environment of your own tomorrow?
Yeah, it's gonna be really fun. I'm excited to see the fans come out and you know, support postseason baseball in Texas. You know, it's gonna be really fun. And I know it's gonna be a great crowd.
Do you have any preference? Have you talked to the guys in the clubhouse about whether the roof's open or closed? And do you know what what your teammates would prefer?
I haven't talked to anybody about that. I'm not sure what they prefer, honestly. It's no different to me though. I think it's just cool that we have a roof, you know. So whichever way it is, it's gonna be good.
You know, the fans are good with that too.
Let's grab it on your left.
So Carter, where were you a year ago at this time?
A year ago at this time, I was at home. It's the off season, so I was probably just hanging out right now. You know, taking a couple weeks off from the season. It would have just gotten over with, but you know, this is the longest I've played baseball in my life. So, but you know, it's what you want to be doing. You don't want to be at home, so it's been fun.
Anything else, Grevin? Jared?
Evan, you weren't born when Creed really kind of came to be and their big songs were released. I'm curious, were you familiar with Creed before this? And we asked Boach what his favorite song was. He said he had too many to pick. Didn't really say that. But what is your favorite Creed song?
So, gosh, I had heard of Creed, but you know, they do play it. It's on the bus, whatever. I don't know what the one that's 6 Feet from the Edge. That's kind of the popular song in there. So that's kind of what I would consider my favorite, I guess, just because we hear it. And, you know, and there's a lot of handshakes and stuff with it, and this, that, and the other. So it's fun.
Last Grevin.
Given the age difference, how does Bruce Bochy communicate so effectively with young players?
Yeah, I think there's so many different forms of communication. You know, there's a lot of stuff of me just watching him, seeing how he handles himself, how he handles, you know, just the spotlight of, you know, hey, he's the head of the ship. And, you know, he jokes with us, and, you know, there's, like I said, there's a lot of forms of communication, but he does an incredible job, and, you know, I'm thankful to have him as the manager.
Stay in the back row.
So Evan, the regular season versus the postseason, does it feel appreciably different to you? Is there anything distinct that you've noticed different from one to the other?
Yeah, I mean, it's the fans are definitely, you know, they're in at every pitch, and, you know, not that we're not, but you definitely kind of feel the intensity of all the little moments. But yeah, it's definitely, stuff comes down to the wire. You know, everything's important. It always is, but it's just amplified, I guess, in the playoffs.
Anything else, Grabban? All right, Evan, continued success. Thanks so much for coming in.